good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. How to App on iOS, yeah. We're going to be looking at some cool, creepy soundscapes today. Howdy daddy do. Sorry I'm late, guys. Good to see you all. My chat's not working on my OBS, but I can see you all on the other chat. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear and hope everything is going well. If you are watching over there on Facebook, I pity you. Really, you'll have so much more fun if you come over to YouTube at youtube.com/Jade Starr, or you can catch the show live at howtoapponIOS.com. That's where it is plugged in, and it is all cool and good to go if you want to check it out. Lots of playlists and all that stuff there to look at also. So, who have we got in the chat? Hello, Lady Rudeline Street. I hope you're going well. Danny Broderick, Deep Gravity. Gary Hubbs, still got my lawnmower, you cheeky devil. Going down, Russ is here, Nina's here, Ed Z is here. Joey Helpish, morning buddy. And I think Scott is here. Hello, Scott, good to see you. Cold Acre, what's going on, man? How's the new place? Settling in well? All good. Bubba's here as well. Hello, Bubba. Thomas Gillane is here as well. Wall, good to see you too. And scrolling. Keep that legend scrolling. Pete Johns is here. G'day, Pete. Lots of carrots to you. Pete had the morning off today. It's like Benedict Stewart, hello. Let's kick off with a little bit of Pete Johns, because during the night I've had trouble sleep. Well, I actually slept a lot yesterday because I haven't been well. So I slept pretty much, after the show, I pretty much slept all day and all night. And then I got up at about 3 or 4 in the morning and started working on these drums for Pete. So let's have a bit of a play. So if you don't know, Pete's working on this song called Murdering Time over on his channel, and later today, if you want to let people know. Also, hey Joey, have you got a show on today, Joey? If you want to send a link to my messenger so I can post that as well, if you want to do that. So yeah, Pete's got a show on today where he's wrapping up this song called Murdering Time, and I'm doing the drums for it. So I spent a bit of time wrapping up the drums. After I finish this show, I will completely finish the drums and send them in the GarageBand project. It's been interesting working on a Mac for the first time, doing drums, playing my drum kit direct into that. So let's have a listen. And it's here, if I can get it to work, a little sample of what's going on with my drums for this song.
Only sense is the darkness, only feeling the pain. Only time is behind me. Don't have nothing to gain. At the end of my tether, only one thing to do. I'm murdering time, to save myself and others from the things in my mind. I'm murdering time, so I don't end up taking a life. I'm murdering time. I dream of someday when all
There you go. Anyway, well, I'll finish those off soon. After this show, I'll get down and finish them because they're missing heaps of stuff. That was just one of the rough takes to make sure the kind of beats were down and all that kind of jazz. Let's get into what we're getting into today. And what are we getting into? We're getting into trouble, as usual. Yes, we are doing that indeed. While I'm bringing up this, tomorrow we're doing a show, and it's not a normal list show like everyone else does. I know everyone does like a top 10 apps of the year and all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow I'm doing something different. I'm doing apps of 2020 that make me happy. And I'm doing 12 across 4 different categories, 3 in each category, because I don't do the usual thing of 10 apps. And they will include cheap and valuable, game-changing, and top 3 apps of any time, so they could be released any time that I use constantly, and of 2020. So there you go. We'll do that tomorrow for fun. Today we're looking at 2 different apps. Well, they're the same app, but they're different but the same. Same, but different, if you know what I'm saying. So Synthscaper is what we are looking at. And there's 2 versions of this app. So you have one app, which is just Synthscaper, and the other one, which is Synthscaper LE. And Synthscaper is an inter-app audio only app. Okay, but it is the main frame of the heart and soul of the app. So it has all of the guts in it. And then Synthscaper LE is an AUV3 version of it that doesn't have all the fancy interface. But what you can do if you've got both, which is really cool, you can build all these great sounds in Synthscaper. You can save them, and then you can import them into the LE version, the AUV3 version. So I think that's really cool. And the prices between the both of them, so I think they're really great as working together. So if you were going to purchase them, I would suggest getting both, because they do, because you've got one as that inter-app audio and the other one as an AUV3. Now, I've been using these. I've actually had these for a while, these apps. I should have done a review on them long ago, but I will be honest, I actually got into using them more than anything else. I've been having a lot of fun with them. I've actually been using them on a couple of utensils projects and this community project that we're going to be doing soon here on the channel. So I've really been into them. As you can see, the main version, the Synthscaper one, is $14.99 US, and the AUV3 version, without all the bells and whistles, is $4.99. So you're looking at $20 for both of them, yeah? But without further ado, we're going to get straight in, and I'm just going to have some coffee. Exciting stuff. Hey, I could... So are we on today, Cam? Deep Gravity? Is everything on today? Sorry, I just needed to have some coffee out of my Studio Live Today mug. Promo. Mind you, I have mugs too. So we're all on cool. So if you want to get a Wart mug, like you would want to, I've actually ordered some. So I've got some of these coming because I have to. So I've got some of these if you are interested. I don't think the link's in the description. I don't know where the link is to these. But they're fun. Anyway, all good, Deep Gravity. Cool. So let's open up Synthscaper and show you what this is all about. Look at all these apps I have at the moment. Holy hell. I really have to clean up my iPad. Okay, so this is what you get when you open up Synthscaper. Now, I'm not using my keyboard. Hey, Sasha, welcome to the chat as well. Good to see you. So this is what you get when you open up Synthscaper. I better go full screen so we can see all the doodah or the bizzo. I'm not using my keyboard today because I can't be bothered. I'm using my... I do have folders while I've just... Look, heaps of folders here at the top with all my... you can see the top. Doors, orchestral, vocal, drums, guitar. But I just... I haven't been putting them in there. So here's what you get. So like in any of these apps, when you open them up, you get like a pretty standard kind of sine wave sound there. we're going to run through some presets on here because, man, there is some really creepy stuff in here. You know what we're going to start with first, because I think it's really exciting. I love this feature on here. It's got a fantastic randomizer. So I'm just going to hit random a few times. I hit random last night. Oh, man, you know, stuff it. I'm going to start with that sound. Is it in here? Did I save it? Oh, no, it's in the AUV3 one. Right, so let's just hit randomizer and see what comes up, because, man, this thing pulls some crazy stuff up. So the randomizer button is up the top here, and it takes a second, and you'll see these little discs here. They've all moved around. Okay, so I'm just going to hit a key, and let's see what sound we've got. Cool. I'm going to hit randomizer again for fun. Let's do it again. One more for the road. Pretty cool, yeah? Yeah, kind of, sort of similar. Wall has just written it here in the chat. Not dissimilar to a Perillo, yes. So, yeah, kind of, sort of, maybe, yeah, a bit. So, let's have a look at these three little rings here. So, you can move these around. And they've got a whole lot of functions within each of the rings as well. So, up the top of each one of them, you've got a mute button. So, you can actually mute and hear what's going on. Okay? So you can move these around, and as I move them, you can hear. So that's your panning. Oh, I feel dizzy after that. Oh, gee, that was fun. Now, within each circle as well, you've got these. So you've got these little sliders. So you can see you can move the sliders in each of these three little sections as well. So let's go a bit lower. Let's mute that one. Bring this one back in. So you can see also on the keyboard, you can actually move it up and down. And you can see when I'm doing that, that's turning this section up here. So that's controlling this bit here. All right, so there's some pretty amazing sounds you can get because you've got three different tones, three different sounds going on. Let's unmute this one. When we bring them all in together, so before we go through any other sounds on here, what you've got down just above the keyboard, so let's run through some of these sections here. So this is moving up and down your keyboard. So you can see we're moving up and down, lower keys. The little 1 to 2, 3 along here, this changes the size of your keys for fat fingers or thin fingers. So if you can deal with these, you've got some pretty super thin fingers there. So that's there. Over here you've got your scales. So Cameron's moved over to Facebook where it's all cold and lonely. Come back, don't be alone. So you've got scale here as well, so you can mess with your scales, your chromatic scales, all of that bizzo. So you can change all of that nice and easy. Your pitch range, all that's in there. Plus you can change the height of the keyboard as well, for if you're incredibly blind like me, and then you can get some real when it's really big like that, I feel like I'm painting a picture. It's lovely to play around with. You get sidetracked by anything on the screen. So let's randomize again. Man, this randomize. The sound I got on the AUV3 one last night, holy shit, it's like an Evil Dead film. It is so brutal. I can't wait to show you that. So... Now, over to the side here, you've got your 3 oscillators and all the functions for these over here. So you can select, you can actually choose presets for each one of them individually. So you can go through there, you can mess with the oscillator in here as well, how all this works. So you can change all of that. I'm not going to go too much into detail of these, but as you can see, so you've got this block here for number 1, 2, and 3. You've got your oscillator. Change all your parameters in there. You've got your filter parameters, so you can go and individually mess around with those. This is why this is the main standalone version, which you can go in really deeply and refine all this stuff with all the pretty screens and all of that. And then you can go in and save these. So you can save in your generated scene. You can save these scenes, and what happens is when you save a scene, you just go into your iPad and search for Soundscaper, which is around S, and that's where your scenes will be saved within the Files app. So then when you open the AUV3 version of it, say in AUM, you can just load in these creations that you make in the main Interrupt audio version of it. So it's really easy to do that. Let's go back and have a look at some more of the sounds that are in here, because they're quite incredible and there's a huge list of them as well. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of drones, and the way it works, down the side here, these are like your favorites, so you can save whatever you want here. And across the bottom, so you would select a new scene, then you click set and it will save it. You can once you set it, then it'll appear on the keyboard, able to use. You can save new ones, create new ones. You can delete them, copy, paste, all that kind of stuff. But then once you create a brand, if you find a favorite, say we go into drones here, and I choose this shadow resonance, hit set, and now this is available for me. Hey, Wasabi Finessed. See, I won't get your name wrong like Vortex does. Man, every time. Bless Vortex. So, let's go back in here. What you can actually do is, if I like that sound, I can hit the hotkey over here. So I click this hotkey, and now these little side panels start flashing, and I can decide to save it there permanently. So I've got it all the time. So now I can just click between my favorites over here. Thank you, Ed Z. Thank you very much. That's way too kind of you. Thank you so much. No, you're the best, man. You're the best. So yeah, now I've got that. What was it? Shadow Resonance? Was that the one I saved? Man. I don't know. You guys know me by now. I'm into my soundscapes. I'm into my dark, dirgy, horrible horror film stuff. I just love this kind of shit. Drives me crazy. So I could sit here for hours. In fact, I do. I sit here for hours just zoning out on that kind of stuff. And I don't even take drugs. What's going on, Jamie? Nice to see you, Jamie. Welcome along. Cool, let's run through some of these other drones that are in here as well. So you've got a whole nice list of them. 13th drone sounds sexy to me. I love the number 13. So we'll just hit set. And, wow. 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 So you'll notice here, now and there's a few things, there's not enough knobs on this. I'm not really sure what these are. I need to look at these. I just know they're letters. The one thing I do know is this C here. When you have the C off, it works like you're running your finger across a normal piano. So, but when you add the C, it turns it into a slide. This is called Absent Butterfly. I think I've already got this one saved as a hotkey. There's a lot going on there. You can see, so as most of you know, I'm planning in January. We'll be kicking it off definitely in January. We're going to start this project where we're doing, I've got 6 tracks that I've made, and I've made a pretend horror film and made a whole bunch of screenshots, and I'm going to put these tracks out for you guys, and every one of you can just download the track and add 1 track to each, and we'll pass them all around, and we're going to create a 6-track EP on this fictional horror film, which is going to be really fun. And then we'll release it on DistroKid, and we'll put it out. It'll be a horror music, but on this fake horror film that I've done all the artwork for. So I think it'll be really cool. And this is what I've been using mostly to build it, along with Apparillo, along with the Gauss, a whole lot of the really cool soundscapey things that have been happening this year, because there's been a heap of them. There's been so many really good ones come out this year. So not only are there things like drones, if you go to the back button here, so you've got a whole lot of instruments as well. Let's just grab this Contra Odyssey and hit set. So that's the one thing you got to remember. Every time you click a new sound, you've got to go down here to set to make sure you activate it, yeah? So I didn't hit set there. So yeah, there's lots of variety in these sounds here. Let's head over to, so we've got some one-shot stuff. We'd love a bit of one-shot stuff. Let's hit some Angry Birds. So we've got plenty of pads in here too, so you can see the number here. As you have a look at the packs, you can see it tells you how many effects are in each section here. So you've got 32 pads built in, 29 soundscapes. So there's a lot of built-in stuff in here. We'll go a little bit, have a bit of a play through some of these, and I'll show you how you can use this as an inter-app audio, and then we'll jump into the other version, the LE version, and show you how to use that in AUM, because it's definitely not as fancy looking, but exactly virtually the same app. Ah, damn, that coffee's good. What we've got, so we've got pads here. Let's jump in. No scene selected, that would be right. Crystal Planet. I can only imagine what this is going to sound like. So you can see with some of them, the actual keyboards are split up as well. So you can see here. You've got these separate parts of the keyboard. You've got this line down the middle, so these are split up. Is it CPU intensive? Well, we can have a look at that once I open it up in AUM. So we'll just jump through what have we got here. I just want to jump into some soundscapes here, and then we'll open it up and have a look. So Bob asked, that sounds like a hell of a lot of voices. Is this app CPU intensive? Danny Broderick, Jade, I'm going to try triggering this with my Fishman triple play pickup on guitar. And Dante's Dream. This sounds like fun. So you've got some effects down here as well. So you've got a wider spatial thing over here. You've got a reverb and
let him have understanding reckon the number of the beast. For it is a human number. Its number is 666.
so really evil crossed with that kind of spacey sound. Heavy dreams, infinite dreams. So you can hear in there, man. There's like this squeaky. Which one is that? I want to work that out. So that's this one. Listen to this. What the hell? It sounds like the birds in the background when Deep Gravity's recording his vocals. And you got like this real choir sound going on here. Like a David Lynch choir. Remember too, now you can actually go in here and change these as well. So you can change individual ones to whatever you like. So... go in here and go back and set like a drone. Birds of Lost. There we go. So the amount of customability. Look, guys, you know, I try not to show apps that I think are crap. And as I said, I've been playing with this for... I'll tell you how long I've been playing this for, and I'll be completely honest with you. So I got some codes to give away, which I do have codes to give away on today's show. But I got codes to give away about 5 weeks ago. I've been playing with this for so long, I just forgot to do the show on it, and the codes expired. Oh, man. So I had to contact Awesome Dev and sort out some new codes. Good fun in the end, you know. Luckily, he's really, really cool. So it's Igor. Igor has been really cool. So thank you, Igor, very much. And we got 2 codes to give away. So I've got 2 codes for Soundscaper to give away and 2 codes for Soundscaper LE to give away. Okay, and what we're going to do is the usual thing. Subscribe, make sure you like the video, and just leave a comment in this video, and then we'll have a day in between, so people got a couple of days to leave a comment and all that jazz, and then we'll give away the apps on the following day's show, the interview with Dan Baker. Not interview, we're doing a rant with Dan Baker, so we'll do that. Now, I'm just going to jump over and see... I just need to do something. So you just have to see this screen for a minute. That's my privacy screen. I know we're all good. Cool. So as you can see here, I do believe you can open it here, from what I remember, because it is inter-app audio. So you can. I thought you could. Why can't I see it here? Am I going blind? Is it everything not in order? Maybe you can't. I don't know why that is. I thought I had opened it up in here. Tom, Rochelle, have you done it? Yeah, I know I have 2,130 unread emails. I do know that, but they're not unread. They're just junk. So, you know what they are? They're just things that I really should delete from my thingo. But let's have a look at anyway what I'm doing here. So what we are going to look at now is the LE version. So the LE version can be opened up by itself as well. So that's pretty cool too. So really, really easy. As you can see, it pretty much is the same kind of thing. It just doesn't have all the fancy pants stuff in the middle, all that really nice visual stuff to move around and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you the sound when I loaded this up for the first time, because I didn't realize there was an AUV3 version until yesterday. So as soon as I saw it, I bought it straight away and was like, hang on, what the hell? So I had to change my idea for the show today and try and get this in as well. Because I know there's always going to be people who are like, it's crap because it doesn't have AUV3. So, but the way it turns out is one kind of works with the other. So when I opened this for the first time yesterday, I hit random. And this was the first sound I got. And I've named it Evil Dead because it is just so evil. And so just all the buttons are a little bit different. So you just click it here and hit set scene. So all your little options to arrange a hotkey and all that, they're up here. I'm going to set the scene. And this is the first sound I got on random. This is so creepy. Man, I'm using this sound big time. Can you imagine that in reverse? Holy shit. When I was listening to that last night with headphones on, I'm like, holy fuck, I feel like I'm in an Evil Dead movie. Ash is gonna kill you. Damn, that's some cool stuff. Damn. Bubba writes, Jade, are you having your brain sucked out of your ear at the moment? I hope so. The most exciting thing that's happened to me all day. So let's have a look at the interface here. So the same kind of thing. We'll go through. So you've got your groups, same kind of stuff. So you can see all the same stuff is here. Your pads. You can go back. You've got all the drones. So all the same sounds are in here as well. Hit scene. And you can see these are just a knob. So if you don't like the fancy little pants version of Soundscaper and you prefer to touch knobs, well, there's plenty of knobs here for you to touch. And the same thing, when you move your fingers up and down, you can see them moving up along here. And so you've got a spatial mix, your spatial mixers in here. And these are your three instruments. So again, you can swap them out. You can change them and add whatever you like. So it virtually is the same thing, just doesn't look as fancy. And it's $5 compared to $14.99. So if you want to just use this AUV3 one, you've got this as well. I think there's, as Igor said to me, there's probably a lot more depth in the standalone version. You can do a lot more, create a lot more stuff in it, and then you can import the more complex stuff straight into here. So that's really cool. You can tune these as well. So you can see here, you've got the 3 effects along here. You've got your attack, release, all that kind of stuff. You've got your up here as well. You can mess around with your keyboard. And I'm just changing these along the top. So again, you can plug in a MIDI keyboard. You've got all your stuff here to select what you want to do there. And all your options on the end. So pretty basic stuff. And you know me, I get a little bit excited sometimes when an app has instructions built in. Look at that. Nice and easy to read. So easy to read. Fancy pants. Love that stuff. And you get this lovely randomizer. Let's play with some randomizers, huh? Before we do that, let's do this. So let's see how much background memory it uses, because here's the other thing too. Because this is an AUV3, you can open multiple instances of it in AUM. So not only have you got 3 modules running in each instance, you know, you add 3 of them, you've got 9 of them all running together, and you can control them all by the one keyboard in AUM, as you well know. So let's do that for shits and giggles, yeah? Because everybody loves some shits and giggles. Let me just close out some stuff here. La 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 la. I need some circus music for this. Look at all this shit running in the background. Oh, is it? I'll let's have a look at that. I knew it was in there. I knew it was in there, Danny. So it's in there. So there it is. So yeah, the AUV3 one's in there as well. So you can use this in GarageBand too. Nice and simple. So of course you can use it in anything that uses an AUV3. If you wanted to use this like in GarageBand as well, you could use, you know, something like Audio Bus. So there you go. You can use it in GarageBand for those of you who love your GarageBand. Cool. So you know that works, but let's have a look. Let's bring it in here. And audio unit. So we've got one instance. Let's do another. Let's do 3 of them just for fun. Get some coffee while I'm doing this. So remember, after this show too, head over to Joey's. Oh man, don't do this to me. And I hate when that happens. Okay, so we've got 3 instances of it, and you can see up the top here. Yeah. I do know that, Colin. I always forget. That's so stupid. So as you can see, I've got 3 copies running, and I've got an iPad Pro 2018 with 512 gigabytes of RAM, and you can already see this is taking up 51%. So that's pretty cool. Like, you know, definitely, as Bubba pointed out, you would expect this to be pretty intensive, and yeah, but still with 3 instances of it running. Let's just grab so we'll grab some drones. Grab this one. We'll set that scene there. We'll set a scene on this one. La 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 la. We'll do another drone. And for the last one, we'll add a soundscape. I'm just going randomly, so when I put it all together, it'll probably sound like dog shit. But it won't, because all the sounds are so good in this. What was that one we had before? Dante's Dream. Cool. And we shall hook up the keyboard to all of these. There you go, folks. Now you know. We just duplicated one. So we'll duplicate another one. So you just click down the bottom here and you can see duplicate. So now we've got, what, we've got 5 of them running, and we can see DSP's up to about 70. So we're starting to push it. Probably if I add one more, we're going to crash the sucker. We can try and crash it if you want. Let's add that. Let's add another effect here. I just saw Jacob Hack released a video earlier today where he was just filling up AUM to try and crash the DSP. And he did a good job. He crashed it a few times. I think he had 16 instances running of I can't even remember. It was a call gap, I think. So now we've got, we can add these into the keyboard as well. So it's running at 72, between 72 and 80. So, look, pretty damn good, I believe, yeah? What do you guys think? You think this is cool? I think this is cool bananas. Cool as a cucumber. I'm into it. So, as I said, let me know in the comments what you think of it, and that'll enter you in the running to actually win a copy on a show from 2 days from now. I don't think I'll do any more on that. I think you understand what's going on without going too deep into it. Let me copy this and put this into the chat because Joey Helpish, if I can spell properly today, Joey Helpish has his show, How to Song, happening next. And there's a link to it in the chat. Okie dokie. So head over there after this, and yeah. So that'll be it for today. I hope you can join me tomorrow. We'll be doing my apps of 2020 that make me happy, and that should be fun. As usual, it's that time because there's the music, and the music's telling me I've got to go. So thank you all once again for hanging out. It's always a pleasure, never a chore to see you all. I hope you have a wonderful day making music, and Deep Gravity, I'll be seeing you later, baby. Take care, my friends.
And do what makes you happy.